Good afternoon, I'm Tiro, and this is a video tutorial on how to use Virtual VCR. As I mentioned before, Virtual VCR is a program I recommend for video capture. It's free, it's good, a lot of buggies, but like I said, it's simple, so you can, once you get it, you're pretty much fine. So here's Virtual VCR as it starts out. More often than not, when you first load it, it will automatically set your capture for preview. So I'm just going to do it real quickly. And right now I have Cubivore running. Simple interface. Here while you record, it's going to show the time for how long you've been recording. And here are the basic settings. Here you start your capture and you would pause your capture. Very simple. And here are your settings. And let's go in order. First, our file. Basically browse to where you want. Check off put a timestamp onto the file. This will add the date and time, and so you will have a new file every time you record and don't accidentally overwrite your takes. And I recommend here checking for a compatibility index. Basically it adds an index that's needed in older video editing files. It doesn't hurt to have it on, so might as well. Here we have the video settings. Here we can set our capture settings for the file that we're going to create, but I do not recommend it. You do that elsewhere. More importantly, here's where we can check off our compression. And as I said before, I recommend Huff YUV or Lagarith. And we click here, we can get the various properties for whatever codecs you're going to use. If we click here, we get the actual control panel for their capture card, as we have seen before. So here are the basic settings. These are fine. Here, if we had the preview, we can, adjust brightness and contrast as well. I recommend doing this in Media Player Classic because you can zoom and scan and do a lot more. And here, country code and VCR input. Okay, moving on. Filters. Here you can add various filters. If you want to do those type of plugins, I find it unnecessary. Here, audio, check capture because we actually want sound. And, here are the settings. Here we have audio input, and this is where we're going to record from. And this is one and the same with the Windows control panel. So, if you change this in Virtual VCR, the Windows control panel will change as well. So, let's say you record off your microphone at 100%, and then you bring up Virtual VCR and you close it, it will automatically be set to whatever, it will go back to stereo mix 50. So if your sound settings start acting weird, you know why, okay? You're not going crazy. Another thing I like about this is, it allows for numerical input for your recording options. So that again allows binary search, very efficient for audio qualities. For compression, I do not recommend compressing, just record it straight wave. Compared to video, wave is small and it saves on time. And you want things fast so you don't drop frames. Here we have audio-visual synchronization. Now, if you want a better audio quality, most people hook up their video to the capture card and their audio to their sound card. This, although it gets better sound quality, causes desync. So if you use that method, you can check these settings off if when you record you get desynchronization. If everything's fine and just normal recording desync that you could fix with in Virtual Dub, do it there. But if that doesn't work, you can have these various settings to fix it. So basically, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Here we have the stop. It's a nice feature that we can set Virtual VCR to stop recording after a certain amount of time, or we can set it to be a certain amount of free space. Basically, it's with this setting, Virtual VCR will stop when I only have 4 GB left open in the hard drive. This is not, it won't stop at when you record 4 GB. It will stop when you have 4 GB left free space. View adds more little various settings for the preview, for statistics and stuff. I recommend you have this off because computation used for statistics is computation taken away from recording. Maybe when you're doing tests or want to play around, that's fine, but don't. Also, the only one to notice here is the Smart T filter. If you cannot get your preview working properly, check this and more likely it will work. If not, that means your settings are too high and you have to lower them. More often than not, the first thing to lower would be your frame rate, and if that doesn't work, lower your resolution. However, Smart T is very powerful and usually fixes most things. Now we are on the actual devices. Here we can choose the capture and sound card we're going to record off of. If you had other devices, I wouldn't be surprised if they showed up here as well. Here we can choose our source. I'm recording off the GameCube, so I have composite. If I was using S-Video or wanted to watch TV, I would use the tuners appropriately. And here we have the various pin features that we have seen before. First one is the video capture pin, which is the basic control panel as we have seen before. And the next important ones are the capture and preview pin. Preview is what is going to show up when you actually preview the video when you click preview here. Capture is what is actually going to be made when you do a recording. As I stated before, capture and preview do not have to be the same. Preview should be less than capture. Right now I have very low settings because I'm doing a record on a record. So it's not don't use a screen capture to record off a movie playing. Use the actual virtual VCR to record your movies at the proper settings. Okay. Bug feature number 2, I think. Yes. First one was the sound. This is number 2. You cannot change your capture and preview settings if you have preview on here in the background. So if you see the movie like this and you try to edit the capture and preview, you're going to cause Virtual VCR to crash. Okay? Tuner. Here we can set up our channels for if we had a TV tuner card. So here's the actual control panel, so we can set things, I want TV instead of radio, or I'm in North America. Country, the code number here is for the DVD region, so 1 is United States, I believe 4 is Europe. You can look that up. Input 1, antenna, I could hit auto tune, it would start scanning as well. And once I set the device, I can hit scan here. Sorry about that. And I could start my scan. Sorry about that. And there it's going, finding the channels. And then here you can remove or delete them and add stuff like, Fox, something. And I'll remember them. And I would show you, except I don't have an antenna because it's very hard to hook one up to how my computer is now. Okay. Now, did we do a capture? Yes, we did. Let's do another one. Hit record. It gets the seconds and numbers. And now we go to the final bug feature. Virtual VCR loads its defaults every time it starts up. And so if you make any changes and you don't save them here, Virtual VCR will not remember it. This is usually opposite to other capture or software programs. So if you're losing settings, you know why. Alrighty, we did a quick little capture, so let's see how it came out. Let's see, and sorry for the noise again. Sorry for the pause. Please may I not lose frame rates. There you go. Hit record. It gets the seconds and numbers. Yes. So, that is using Virtual VCR to record video. Until next time, I'm Tiro, and have fun making videos. See ya!